some of your own boys, didn't you, Major? 37 white men for one nigga. Wasn't so hard to trade. When niggas are scared, that's when white folks are safe.
I think that's appropriate to write on the wall. Then why would you do it? I can erase it. Erase it. Have some respect.
You have a nice day.
Have a nice.
Call the cops. Call the cops.
And you think I won't?
Y'all, all you niggers think this is fucking acceptable? Huh? You fucking nigger!
What's that? You can have. Like I said, you're entitled to your own freedom of speech. You can call it what you want to call it. At the end of the day.
He can't call me that. He a cracker. Fuck him. He can suck a dick. Just like I told him. You can suck a dick. 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 You can suck a dick.
Put me on
You can
TikTok.
suck a dick,
I
cracker.
bet you I'm gonna
You
beat
can
the
suck a
fuck
dick,
out of you.
cracker.
I bet you I'll beat the fuck out
You
of
can
you.
suck a dick,
Your
cracker.
fucking parents
You
raised
can suck a dick, cracker. And look at what you're acting like, cracker.
Bitch,
Cracker.
you fucking ignorant
Cracker.
piece of shit.
Cracker.
Where's your fucking 7 acres and a mule, bitch? What, you
Cracker.
mad you ain't getting
Cracker.
it?
Your grandmammy got it, bitch.
Yeah, okay.
You fat ass cracker. Fat ass. Your chicken getting cold, fat boy.
I won't find out where you stay at, bitch. You got me fucked up. I'm sitting here going into a parking lot asking if you good.
Bitch.
You been staring at me.
With your fake ass eyelashes.
I don't give a fuck. I don't
Get
give a
out of
fuck.
my face, you fucking nigger.
Stop sitting here calling me a nigga because you want me to put hands on you so bad, you racist.
You guys are more welcome to, but it's just right here. They were talking.
We're gonna go ahead and just refuse service. There's no reason. That's what we're gonna go ahead and do today. I will go ahead and I'll take that. If you guys could go ahead and please leave the store, we'd really appreciate it.
Wait, so why do you have to leave the store?
Because we're just refusing service. We don't have to have a reason.
I think you should have a reason for kicking us out of the store. We're just shopping here. What is your reason?
To be quite completely honest with you, I don't have to have a reason. I'm just letting you guys know.
So, are you gonna kick everyone else out of the store too? Funny.
If we have the right to refuse service to anybody, so I'm having the right to refuse service to you guys. I don't have to have a reason. So that is my reason. So I'm just asking you guys to please leave the store today.
It's ridiculous. It's really happening. So you've seen us steal before? Is that what you're saying?
Nobody said that at all.
That's what he said. That we're repeat shoplifters here.
We've seen you in here before. I didn't see
I have not been here.
So,
I've been here. I don't even know the last time
To
I've
be
been here.
honest with you guys, we've seen you in here plenty of times
Us
before.
too.
Yeah, we've seen people.
Do you have like a picture? Because Show it's us. not us.
I don't need to show you guys. I'm refusing service to you guys today. I've asked you guys to
Okay.
please leave the store. I don't need you guys to get violent or anything like
I'm
that.
violent.
You guys are.
Let's go.
If you guys want, I'll talk to you guys outside.
How are we getting violent? Violent. It's crazy. This is.
Why I get shit fucked up? You better keep on going about the business, bitch. Bro, you better quit walking up on me, boy.
Bro,
You better back the fuck up. You better back the fuck up. You better go about your fucking business. You better get about your fucking business. Pussy.
this nigga is.
Pussy.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
Move.
Bro. Babe. Why the fuck did you hit him?
Get off of
Get off of him. Oh, bro, you hit me? Definitely going to jail.
Get off.
No.
Yeah, call the cops. Call the cops.
fucking McDonald's or fucking Johnny the back down the goddamn street.
Oh,
You come over here fucking yelling over a goddamn coat?
That's
Wake the fuck up. It's the new world, woman.
I
Wake
live
the
in the
fuck
new
up.
world.
Yeah, wake up. You come over trying to boast that you make more than them? What kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that?
Hey, you don't like it? Too fucking
You
bad.
don't fucking like it. Go around the fucking street. There's stimulating that actually makes people like you.
Oh,
Fucking
sorry.
annoying.
Sorry.
Come over here fucking boasting. Look at you. What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
What is
What are you wearing?
What? What is
How much is your acting cost? So why are you
What
making fun of
does it matter
them?
what I'm
Don't
wearing?
fucking come
What does
here
it matter?
and try to degrade people.
Fuck you, fucking Mexican.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
Fuck you, fucking Mexican.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
I love people. They just like, it's stolen land. It's stolen land. Okay, it's stolen. I'll agree with all you idiots out there. It's stolen. You happy now? And how's that going to change anything? Okay, it's stolen land. You guys are so right. It's stolen land. It's stolen. We stole it. We stole the land. And guess what? We never got locked up. The Europeans that stole all this land, nobody pressed charges. My true colors coming out? No. My true colors not coming out. I'm coming out. I'm telling you what I feel and what I believe in. You don't like it? Too bad. I have to think like you? Loser mentality? That's... Nah. I'm not thinking like a loser. I should go buy some Native American Indians some eggs. Well, yeah, eggs are so expensive.
Thank you for watching.
The book of Numbers, chapter 35 and verse 33, it reads, So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. All right, and the him that shed it, all right, is these Edomites, these so-called self-proclaimed white folks, which they're not white, they're red. And according to the Bible, they're the wicked, and their identity is the red Hebrew Edomites. All right. So before I continue, I'd like to start out by giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone who teach this 100% truth. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect that be in the house of David. All right, today is April the 24th, year 2025, the hopeful year of our deliverance. All right, the our being the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the seed of our fathers. All right, we're the biblical Israelites. All right, and judgment and destruction to the, again, the self-proclaimed so-called white nation. All right, which they're not white, they're red. And again, they're the red Hebrew Edomites. All right, our wicked brothers from the womb. All right, and they show their wickedness every day if you got eyes to see. All right, you know what I'm saying? The wicked go estranged from the womb as soon as he be born speaking lies. All right. So I showed you a couple of, a little brief compilation of some clips I've used here of recent. All right, some more recent, some a little older, but just showing, I'm saying the hatred that these Edomites have toward the Israelites. All right, so you had an assortment of clips. All right, they calling Jake niggers. All right, Steve Wilco is mocking and laughing about, how they stole this land. And so on and so forth, and weren't charged for it and whatnot, just all different things. All right, how the other Edomite woman, she refers to, all right, the Northern Kingdom that works at McDonald's is just fucking Mexicans. All right, they look down on us. All right, all these nations. All right, the East Indian woman, all right, making fun of the so-called black woman. All right, which, in my opinion, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm just gonna stay on topic. All right. But anyway, I'm gonna read this right here in Psalms 83. All right. You can start at verse 1 and say, Keep not thou silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, Thine enemies, all right, and that's plural, meaning more than one. Thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel, which in the Hebrew is Yasharallah, may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. So all these nations, all right, are on the same page when it comes to destroying Jacob. All right, all these nations that's finna be named, all right, they're on the same page when it comes to destroying you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, all right. Verse 6, the tabernacles of Edom, all right, that's the self-called white man, all right. That's him. He's the number one enemy on that list, all right. Then it says, and the Ishmaelites, all right, the Ishmaelites are the so-called Arabs, all right, the Arab nations, all right. Then it says of Moab, Moab represents the Chinese, and then it says, and the Hagarenes. I'm not sure the Hagarenes go back to right at the top. All right, then it says Jabal and Ammon. All right, Ammon represents the so-called Japanese, and Amalek represents the so-called Jewish people. All right, then it says the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. All right, these are Hamite nations. All right, so all these nations hate us pretty much. All right, if you ain't of the Israelites, you're gonna hate the Israelites pretty much. That's what it's going into. All right, and all these nations, you know, again, they come together to make sure we stay on the bottom. All right, verse 8, it say, Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, say Lot. All right, the children of Lot are Ammon and Moab. So all these nations, all right, have come together to see Jacob's demise. All right, and to keep Jacob, you know what I'm saying, destroyed. All right, what's that scripture? Is it Jeremiah? I think it's 15:5. All right, yeah, it say Jeremiah 15:5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest? All right, the answer is nobody, none of these nations. All right, we weren't redeemed. We were brought over here to serve slavery. All right, the northern kingdom came over here after the Assyrian captivity. All right, Esau eventually came over here and took them down. And then, you know, Esau rounded up the southern kingdom, all right, from the west coast of Africa and brought them over here in what's known as the transatlantic slave trade. All right, and thus we were oppressed together. All right, let me see. Deuteronomy 28:68, it say, and the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, shall bring thee into Egypt. Egypt is America, house of bondage. That's what Egypt means, all right, house of bondage. So it say, and the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, shall bring thee into the house of bondage, which is America, again with ships, by the way of I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And we haven't seen our homeland again as a nation. It's being trodden down, all right? You got Amalek and the Philistines fighting over a land that don't belong to now one of them, all right? The red niggas and the sand niggas fighting over a land that they both gonna get burned out of, all right? It say, and there, and the there is being right here in America, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, ye shall be sold unto your enemies, all right? It's plural, all right? Edomites and other nations, all right? For bond man and bond woman, for bond men and bond women, and no man shall redeem you, all right? Nobody try to redeem us, and nobody try to say, hold on, them the children of the Lord. You know, y'all putting your hands on God's people. No, nobody did that. Nobody came to our defense, all right? And we're yet this day still in our captivity, all right? And we're going to be in captivity until Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying, makes his grand re-entrance into this earth. Let me get this right quick in Jeremiah 50 and verse 33. But you nations, don't worry. You got your judgment coming, all right? Jeremiah 50:33, it say, thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai of hosts, the children of Israel, that's the northern kingdom, the so-called native Indians and Mexicans and Latinos, all right? And the children of Judah, all right, that's the southern kingdom, the so-called Negroes, Haitians, and Jamaicans, all right, were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go, all right? And we're still yet this day in our captivity. They ain't let us go, all right? These devils still got their hands on us, all right? But it's going to be a role reversal. All right, let me go to Jeremiah 30. In verse 16, it says, therefore, all that devour thee shall be devoured. So all you nations that put your hands on the apple of the Lord's eye, the Israelites, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be devoured. All right. Therefore, all that devour thee shall be devoured. And all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. So you're going into slavery. All right. All them nations that we read in Psalms 83, they are going into slavery. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. All right. So you know what I'm saying? Like like Dobie said in one of his raps when he was alive, while you devils was preying on us, we was preying on you. All right, you know. So it's all good. Especially you, Esau. All right, you know what I'm saying? You got it the worst. All right, because, you know, all these nations really follow your lead. All right, now, you know, let me read this right quick. In Lamentations 4, jumping down to verse 21, it say, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee, thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. All right, and what is that cup? All right, slavery, lamentations, mournings, and woes. All right, destruction. All right, read this in Jeremiah 49 and 12. It say, for thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, and that's us. We drunk of that cup. We the Lord people, and we drunk of that cup. All right, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. So it's time for you to get that cup, Esau, and the rest of you nations. But Esau gonna get it the worst. All right, verse 13, it say, for I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. All right, so this is Esau. All right, Basra is a people before it's a place. You know what I'm saying? And the people of Basra is Esau. All right, Basra is one of the capital cities in Mount Seir. All right, Esau's original homeland. All right. So you know what I'm saying? He going into slavery for the shit that he did, and he's gonna be the curse of the earth, because at the end of the day, he gets this right here. And it's Obadiah 1. We're gonna jump all the way down to verse 18. It say, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. So that's the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. And the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, has spoken it. So that's the oncoming future for you red devils. All right, destruction. All right, Obadiah 1 and 18th. You know what I'm saying? You get you red devils the fuck up out of here real quick. All right. So let me see what else we got. You know what I'm saying? And as for them, you know what I'm saying, again, Ishmael, the East Indians, Elam, you know, they popping that shit at Jake. All right, calling the nigga woman a nigger, you know, telling her with her fake ass eyelashes, what you bring that on yourself, nigga woman. All right, the bonnets, you know what I'm saying, the fake eyelashes, the fake hair, the proud, raunchy ass attitude, the stretch forward neck, the wanton eyes. You bring that shit on yourself. All right, that's just an indicator of who you are. All right, so whatever. All right. This is Lamentations 4 and 22. It says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. All right, so Esau, you know, your sins have been discovered. All you nations' sins have been discovered. All right, what's the one? Let me see. I want to say, hold on, y'all. Ezekiel 25. Let me see. Yeah, because this gets small right here. It's Ezekiel 25. Man, he get them all in this one, all right. Man, I can read all of this, but for time's sake, let me see where I'm going to start at. Start at verse 1 and say, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, son of man, set thy face against the Ammonites and prophesy against it, all right. That's the so-called Japanese. All right, it's saying, say unto the Ammonites, hear the word of the Lord, power. Thus saith the Lord, power, because thou saidest, what's that? Aha, against my sanctuary when it was profaned, and against the land of Israel when it was desolate, and against the house of Judah when they went into captivity. Behold, therefore I will deliver thee to the men of the east for a possession, and they shall set their palaces in thee, and make their dwellings in thee, and they shall eat thy fruit, and they shall drink thy milk. All right, so, the Lord ain't letting none of these nations get off. All right. Let me see. It say, and I will make, what's that, Rabbi, a stable for camels, and the Ammonites a crouching place for flocks. And ye shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. For thus saith the Lord, power, because thou hast clapped thine hands, and stamped with thy feet, and rejoiced in thy heart with all thy despite against the land of Israel. All right, verse 7. Behold, therefore I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and will deliver thee for a spoil to the heathen, and I will cut thee off from the people, and will cause thee to perish out of the countries. I will destroy thee, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Verse 8, then it says, thus saith the Lord, power, because that Moab and Seir, all right, so these are the Chinese and the Edomites, all right, do say, behold, the house of Judah is like unto all the heathen, all right. So this is their mindsets. Therefore, behold, I will open the side of Moab from his cities which are on his frontiers, the glory of the country. I can't enunciate that word. I'm not even gonna try. Let me see. Jessamot. What's that? Baal Malone and Corinthian. Salaki, y'all. I'm not good at enunciating these words. All right, but this is going into, the judgment the Lord going to bring. Verse 11, I'm going to jump down to 11. It says, and I will execute judgments upon Moab, and they shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua power. So I just read, the judgment that the Lord is bringing to all these nations. Verse 12, thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and had greatly offended, and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it. See, this the judgment that Esau got. He got that harsh judgment. All right, the other nations, they gonna get judged and they going into captivity, but Esau's judgment is the worst judgment of all time. All right, and so he cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of the Dan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. All right, so these wicked 2/3 gonna get a crack at you devils too. All right, in the men of the Lord, the elect, they definitely gonna, get a crack at your ass. But these 2/3, they gonna get to shed some blood on you devils too, some carnal blood. All right, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power. All right, then it goes into the Philistines, that saith the Lord power, because the Philistines have dealt by revenge, and have taken vengeance with a despiteful heart to destroy it from the old hatred. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will stretch out my hand upon the Philistines, and will cut off the, Charinthiums, and destroy the remnant of the sea coast. All right. And I will, in verse 17, and I will execute great vengeance upon them with furious rebukes, and they shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, when I shall lay my vengeance upon them. So the Lord gonna lay his vengeance upon all you nations for the controversies of Zion. All right. So, keep calling us niggas, keep mocking us, keep talking shit about us. It's all good. Because again, the same way you niggas is praying on us, we praying on you. All right. And judgment is coming. So this was just something quicker to the point, just showing, how much these nations hate us. All right. And if you're of the elect, it don't bother you, because guess what? We hate them too. All right, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and come on with what you got to do. It ain't a lot of time left for this devil. All right, the Charagma is coming. Jacob's trouble is coming. And the King of Kings is coming. All honor, glory, and praise go to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Kodash. And double honors to the apostles, the elder bishops, and the elders of the great millstone who teach this 100% truth. Peace and salutations to the Lord's elect, the house of David, Kwam Yasharala, and the Bible Ball. Shalom.